Good afternoon, CFM. This is Coach Matt with our Tuesday workout. Let's begin with the warm-up. 2 rounds through, 12 calories. No, 10 calories. Your choice, row, bike, or ski. Walking hip cradle next. So reach around the front of your leg, grab your shin with both hands, and try to rotate your femur outward, right? Make sure you're not feeling this on the knee, but in the glute and the hip. Toe touch is next. So again, that walking version. Take a long step, touch that toe with both hands out front, and try to keep the heel on the ground of that leg that is touching the ground. Don't let your heel fly up. That takes away from the stretch of the hamstring. Lateral lunge and rotate. So this one will start in just a normal power stance. I'm gonna step out and behind just a little bit, rotate down, tap that knee, rotate back to the middle and step in one motion. Out and back, rotate, tap that knee, back to the middle in one motion, okay? Next one, ascending weight, power clean, and jerk. We can just do ones on this, but there is a barbell complex that we're gonna be working on. So start with either a PVC pipe or an empty barbell, and we will be practicing these from the floor today. So power clean from the shins or the middle of the lower leg, clean and jerk. And if you would like to jerk with the split jerk, is what that's called, you may do that as well. Okay, so next we're gonna go, after we do the warm up, increase the loading. And what I would say is, if I got my bar right here, then I've got my assortment of all my different weights on the outside of it where they're not gonna interfere, or I won't drop the bar and have it hit them and go rolling anywhere. But I've got enough weights that I can go up and down as I see fit, all right? So now we're gonna get into this 12-minute EMOM. So we're gonna get 12 rounds through this little complex. It's gonna be 3 power cleans and then 2 jerks. So from the floor, power clean 1, reset on the ground, power clean 2, reset on the ground, power clean 3, and jerk, reset and jerk, and down, all right? So 5 movements, 1 minute, repeated 12 times, all right? When we're done with that, we will take a slight break, a short break, and we're gonna slow the movement down, but we're also gonna go a little bit heavier, all right? So the next one is going to be our deadlifts. So now we're doing 5 sets of 6 deadlift, and we're gonna start around 75% of your max, moving up to 80, 85%. 85% in theory should be only 5 reps. So keep that in mind. You may tap out at like 82 or 84, and that's totally fine. As long as we've got 3 solid working sets, and I would say the first 2 sets, I would call like extended warm up, or they're sub-maximal sets. Sets number 3, 4, and 5 should be very challenging. But this is our standard movement of the deadlift from the shins to the hips. And again, we're not doing the power clean on this one, so it should be a little bit slower, a little bit less skill dependent, but still very challenging. All right, and that should take the majority of our time today. We do have an optional cash out. So optional meaning if you feel like getting a little burst of high intensity at the end, all yours, right? If you don't want to do it, or you spend more of your time deadlifting, that is totally fine too. Just kind of choose which one you would like to put most of your effort on. So the bike calories are 40, 30, 20, 10 for the guys, and then it is, see if I can remember this, 32, 24, 16, 8 for the ladies. I think it's 4 sets, totals up to your Kurt total. However, this is a whole thing for time with a mandatory minimum 30-second rest in between each interval, okay? So you can rest more if you want to rest more. However, you must rest a minimum of 30 seconds, and the entire thing is for time. So there's a minimum of 90 seconds of rest in this workout and a maximum of however much you want it to take, right? But recognize that the score that we are entering for today, or the metric that we are measuring today, is how long it takes you to do those 4 sets with the minimum 30 seconds of rest incurred in between each round, okay? So that should be a little bit of a different format for today, a little minimum rest time, but a flexible rest time as well, okay? Have fun with it, and I will see you guys on Wednesday.